friends. How cute is this like little sweater? My jeans, I dried them and not on purpose. So my jeans are a little short now, but I kind of like that you can see the shoes. Anyways, just got in some new Ophir makeup. It was 40% off. If you use the code GIFT, you can save 40%. So I put the link in the description of the video, and so that you can get a good deal. But I thought we could unbox it together, get ready together, and see how that goes. So say hi when you're hopping on. I am gonna go ahead and moisturize my face. That can be sitting, make a little bit of my TrimFit, and okay. If you don't have like a pin, you can just pop the end of this. All right, this is so hydrating, and my skin has been super dry since we got back from our trip. So I'm putting this under my makeup just because, well, my skin's really dry. And if you are struggling with your makeup not looking good, I recommend working on your skincare, like exfoliating really well, hydrating, all that, because that's gonna help your makeup to look the best. So don't skip out on your skincare. This is from Palmifera. It's their vitamin C and E serum, but I love to put this on under my makeup. So if you notice that you have like, I don't know, dry skin or collections of skin cells, things like that, exfoliating, especially in the winter, 1 to 2 times a week, that is going to make a huge difference. Even just taking a washcloth and scrubbing your face with your cleanser makes a big difference. Okay, so once you have that on, I'm going to put on this is the Skin Prep Matte Primer. I'm actually going to use a dewy primer because my skin is dry. So if your skin is oily or you feel like you're overproducing oil, use a matte primer. If you feel like your skin is dry, you want to use a dewy primer. So I have both of them because sometimes of the year, like in the summer, I feel like my skin sometimes will get oily, so I'll use a more matte. If right now I need dewy, so I'm going to use dewy. I'm going to let this sit. This is just a primer. It fills in those fine lines, those pores, wrinkles, gives your makeup like a really good surface to sit on top of. And then this also is gonna make your makeup look really dewy and hydrating. Okay, if you need links for anything, you can drop the word me below and I can send you links to all my favorite things or things that we're showing in this video. I did post the Ophir link and the discount code in the description. Okay. Give this about 1 minute, which is about the amount of time I need to make some TrimFit. My hands are slippery. Great. Oh well, I was going to use my little fancy cup, but I'm just going to use a water bottle because... Oh, hi, my name is Courtney. I drop everything. My hands really are. It's that primer. It'll just... Okay, adding... I love these. Like, they're called... You get them at Walmart. They're called Boss, but they're 28 ounces. And I already took a couple sips out of here. 28 ounces, and it just helps me to get more of my water in. Also, if you feel like your TrimFit or your greens are too sweet for you, or maybe you're gonna mix collagen with it as well, then you can do more water. But this way, 2 of these gets you 60 ounces. Try for like 3, 30-ounce bottles a day. So, and then anything above that's just a bonus. But a good rule of thumb for drinking water. Water has made like the biggest difference, I feel like, in my weight loss journey. Drinking a lot of it, actually. And I like to put supplements in my water because it makes them taste better, and it's kind of like I'm multitasking, but drinking half of your weight in ounces. So I'm like 160 pounds, so half my weight in ounces is 80 ounces. But if you were 200 pounds, you'd want to drink 100 ounces of water, and kind of that's the gist. So who else drops things? Are you a dropper? Drop a butter emoji if you have butter fingers. Palmavera does have an exfoliating cleanser. It's called Stimulate, and it's got peppermint and jojoba, and then they also have a gritty like exfoliator as well. So throw pillows for my bed. I don't even know what's on my bed today. Oh, those. I get them all at Home Goods. All right, let's unbox some Ophir. If you have never used Ophir makeup, you're missing out. It is absolutely wonderful. I've been using their products for actual years, and they are so good. And so I'm going to show you some of the things that I was out of that I needed. And I also got a new foundation shade just to see. I've been using cardamom and coriander for a while now, but I wanted to try the shade Honey and see if it was a better fit. If not, they have a great return policy and I'll just send it back. So, but typically I'll use like cardamom and coriander, and I can even like mix half and half depending on what it is. But I do want to try this one because they have a foundation finder on their website, and so I'm gonna put it on a brush and just, you got to get it pumping. There we go. All right, so this is the shade Honey, which I've never used before, and so I wanted to see if it would maybe be kind of similar to what it's like when I mix coriander and cardamom. And it was a neutral, but so on their site, you get 40% off when you use the code GIFT, and that's site-wide on everything. But they have a foundation finder. You can put in what type of foundation you currently use and in what shade, and it will recommend a foundation color to you. So say you use a certain brand in a certain color, you can just put that in, and then it will tell you what it recommends for you. But typically, I know that I self-tan, and sometimes I'm way more tan than others. Currently, I'm not as tan because I haven't taken the time to self-tan. This is the shade Honey, and it literally looks like if you mixed coriander and cardamom together. And I actually had someone message me and say, hey, I have a similar skin color as you. I recently got the shade Honey this time, and it looks amazing. Like, I think you would like it. And I was like, that's such a good idea. How'd the house turn out? So they're currently priming. So they're still priming. There's somebody on top of the roof pressure washing. Also, Veda's air conditioning unit leaked all into where there's like standing water in her bedroom floor. So there's somebody currently fixing the AC unit. So we're just like, welcome to home ownership, where you feel like everything always is happening. Okay, so how do we like it? I love their foundation so much. I get compliments on it all the time. It lasts all day. I love what it looks like when you put a primer on underneath it, and it's just gonna last for a long time. So, okay, I would say that is a win. I'll still keep cardamom for when I'm tanned and dark, but it's so nice. I dropped my bronzer when we were in Canada on our like family trip, and I was so excited I had a new one coming in because this is old, y'all. This is close to 2 years old, and I use it every day. Like, it is like almost as big as a newborn's face. Like, it's huge. Who watched our dog while we were in Canada? So our next door neighbor has like a family friend, and that's who watches their dog when they travel a good bit. And so she came and stayed here and kind of like dog sat. My curl, I missed a spot. It's just gonna have to be how it is. Okay, so there is our foundation. Here's our bronzer. Again, you can save 40% off with the code GIFT. That code will be expiring soon. They've asked for all new content with a different code that's a lesser discount, but that one's still working. So if you want to save the 40%, shop fast. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Nothing like a brand new bronzer. So lovely. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? They also have their brushes are part of the 40% off deal as well. So if you're needing brushes, a little goes a long way with all of their products. So, okay, so my kids had their first day of school and it was so cute. Picked them up and they had such a good day. And so they're starting midway through the year. So everybody else has already been in school like 6 months, already has friends. So they were a little worried, like how would it be? But they had a great first day. Lola said at her last school that they transitioned to, it took her 3 weeks to make one friend. Like it was, I don't know, it was back in the States, like in Tennessee, and it was just hard. Like people had already had cliques for a while and it was just hard. And so she said yesterday that by the first hour, she had already made 10 friends and that she either made 23 or 28 friends yesterday. And so many people asked if they could sit with her at lunch that she had to start asking them, like, my table's already full, but could we sit together tomorrow? So she said she has enough friends to sit with for the whole week. She was like, I'm totally booked. So she's in 4th grade and the teachers were all like, make sure that she feels welcomed, like to all of them. And because we do live in an area that's got a good amount of people who have moved, they move here, they live here a while, they move back to States, back and forth, whatever, or they live here and they just have lived here for years. I think it makes it to where people are very open to like, hey, where are you from? Like, oh, I'm from here. Like, how long have you been here? And I don't know, I just think it helps because maybe they've only been here a year or two, or they know what it feels like to be the new kid. And so they both said that they had such a good first day, and that's like all I could ask for, seriously. Okay, this color bronzer is the darkest one they have. This is the teak, and it's the deep is, I believe, the shade. Hang on, sorry. Sundial in Deep. So, I'm blurry. Am I blurry for anyone else? You might have to hop off and hop back on. Also, we did a cooking together live last night, and the meal was so good, but I made a rookie mistake, and I did like chicken with carrots, celery, onions. I did some thyme and salt and like seasoned it. It tasted so good. And then I decided, oh, I'll throw in this rice. It was an instant rice. And at like an hour, it was still hard. And so I ended up stirring it to where the rice settled at the bottom and scooping the stuff out and using stovetop rice to put on top of it. And then about 4 hours later, the rice was cooked. So we ate a second bowl at like 11:30 last night. But rookie mistake, don't add rice that takes a long time to cook to your almost cooked meal. But it was really delicious, and Adam said he could eat it every day. So, there was a ton of it. So, okay, this is my favorite blush. It's the shade Current, and there's just something about this. It is so pigmented. We're gonna do like an unbox and try. Clear? Yay! Good. Okay, sometimes it's just my signal and I have to like walk around, and then other times it could just be maybe you're in a bad service zone. Okay, again, barely tap it. Do you see how much is on there? And I end up kind of making my lids gross. I will spin my brush into my lid so that it really gets in those bristles, and then I will. So I barely tapped, dusted off the excess. This thing is gonna last you until you're like 97. Okay, just like that. If you feel like, whoo, it's a little powerful for me, then just use your foundation brush and kind of go over your edges. It is warm, it is beautiful, it's good in the summer, it's good in the winter, it's good in the fall. Like, it is beautiful. The shade is Current, and I would not typically, if I was in a store seeing this on a shelf, I probably wouldn't buy it. It's like very pigmented, very bold, but on my skin, I'll never go back. Like, it's so beautiful. You can also layer it, like you could use more of that apricot above it and kind of have that ombre. It looks like a sunset. Anyways, okay, I do have an issue going on with the new Facebook update. It is saying that like when I normally send links, that it's like I don't know, it's like causing a flag that for automatic links. So you have to drop the word me if you want links sent to your inbox. It just won't automatically do it anymore. And always remember, I will never, if you ever win a giveaway from me, I will never ask for credit card information, anything like that. I feel like the scammers have been out lately, and so I did not want anyone to get like fooled. You have Current blush and you love it. It's so beautiful. We'll be twins. Send me a picture. I love getting pictures too if you guys try a makeup look or try a product and how you like it. I love getting videos and pictures. Tag me. Love sharing them. Okay, I'm gonna make sure. I really need a different brush right now, but I don't know where all my brushes are. I just got back from a trip, and I also just moved. So really, and I'm not a very organized person anyway, so somewhere I have a bag full of brushes. But for now, we're just dusting this off, and I'm going in with some setting powder. This is the shade Medium. I don't think I ordered another setting powder because I had so much left of this, but I kind of wish I had, because I want to stock up when things are on sale. Any beautiful U-cells? So my code for like TrimFit, greens, all of that, you can use the code Courtney Swan, and it gets you 15% off. And then if you do a subscription, you get an extra 10. And you can also always go to CourtneySwan.com, and I have a list of all my links. At some point, me and all the other people who do this as their job, might not be able to send out these like automated, where like drop the word shirt and I can send you a shirt link or something. And it's a lot of time on our end putting the links together and getting them sent out, but there's just some things that like Facebook doesn't want people to be spammy, and even though you're requesting it, they can't really, I don't know, figure it out. So just know you can always go to CourtneySwan.com, and also if you're signed up for my text or email notifications, I'll start doing more like this week's deals and sending you out like last bit to save on Ophir, or so if you go to CourtneySwan.com and sign up for emails and sign up for texts, if there is a really big deal or it's about to end, I can notify people that way as well. Gotta love, it's probably my least favorite part of what I do, is trying to just work around learning how to just like keep up with all the things, like the business side, like the automated, the restrictions, the how to do your job well. Okay, I used the Le Clip from Launch. It's just a curling iron. I used that today. I have kind of been like in a personal funk a little bit lately. I don't know, like, do you ever just feel like, I don't know what it is, just sometimes like I have a hard time. Even I always thought like, okay, well, if I lose this weight, then that'll make you happy. And it doesn't like fix all your problems. Like, I'm grateful that I've lost a significant amount of weight, but I still have like things that I deal with, or Like currently, I feel like, I was telling Natalie, I was like, I just feel like my hair is, like took all my extensions out. I'm trying to like let it grow. I don't necessarily love the color, but I'm trying to do my natural color because it's good for my hair. And I just feel kind of like, I don't feel like my clothes really fit me. Maybe I should be ordering smaller sizes, or I'm in a weird transition. I don't know what it is. It could just be that it's that time of the month and I feel funky. I don't know. It just happens to all of us. So today I was like, I'm going to curl my hair and I'm going to get completely ready. And sometimes that alone will fix whatever the, like I always try and come on and be positive and everything. But sometimes like you just feel yuck, you know? And there's not really a reason. Like I just kind of feel a little yucky. And so anywho, so we're gonna get ready because I tend to feel more confident when I have makeup on, and I got a bunch of fun stuff in and I wanted to share it. And so here we are. We are going to see if this fixes our problem. Okay, Velvet Bond is new. Anybody else feel funky? Not just me. Also, I think I'm disappointed a little bit in myself. I had like these really great goals for 2025, almost to 2015. That's where I feel like my brain is stuck. It's in 2015. And I feel like I had these great goals of like, I'm gonna exercise this many times, and I'm going to read my Bible like every day, and I'm gonna write out prayers every day, and I had all these things that I wanted to do. And really we have like been traveling, and we have the baby, and she isn't sleeping, and also I scroll on my phone, which is like my fault, and I'm like, oh, I wasted an hour of my day doing this that I could have done something else. And I feel like disappointed in myself that I'm like, why? And it just takes time to start implementing new things going on, but I feel like it kind of makes me like, oh, I haven't gotten to work out, I haven't gotten to, and moving my body is so good for my mental health, but I don't know, I feel a little disappointed. So in myself, nobody else, like it's a me thing. But it's not too late. I just wanted to like really be so proud. But I did make a meal last night. That was on my list, cook something new. I did that. So if anybody else is feeling this way, it's okay. We're in it together, and it's normal. And we're all just people trying really hard to do our best. But I don't know. Like we have been so busy. Like maybe busyness is just so hard. But anywho. Trying. We'll just all pray for each other. Also, I have no idea. I have like this tear duct. I'm gonna go see a doctor and see about it. It's just in the last few weeks it's here. I don't know if it needs to be drained. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if but maybe that alone will fix it. Has anyone ever had one of these? I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, but that's kind of where, I don't know where I've been. And I miss some of my friends. I love living here, but you know, like we have had, I think when you're going through a lot at one time, it is really exciting. And there's like, oh, we're doing all these things. And then it's almost like at some point you've been flight or fight so long that you're like, okay. And then you're kind of just standing there like, and I'm so grateful, and I'm not ungrateful. It's just like, I feel like I've just been going a lot and trying to just like juggle all these things and do it with a smile. And then at some point you just kind of feel like, oh, I have no battery left. Like I am glitching. Okay, this is the shade Nude Sickle. There's that. This is an eyeliner, but to be honest, I love using it on the inside of my lips. So that's how I use Nude Sickle. We're gonna keep unboxing. I don't want this to be. This is Sugar. Okay, this is 6 p.m. and it is golden. I wore this one here for like a New Year's. It is beautiful. And this is an eyeliner. Again, all these are 40% off. Also get really hard on myself. Like I didn't get to work as much on that trip as I'd wanted or needed to. And you know, it's just like being a mom is hard. Working from home is hard. Working from home with all these kids, like, I don't know. Like, and you compare yourself to other people who are in this space and you're like, oh, some people just seem to be like crushing it, you know? And you're like, oh, I'm just doing so good if I like brush my teeth and everybody was on the school on time and like we didn't forget lunches and we didn't, I don't know, whatever. Just red clay. Red clay. This is so good. I'm actually, well, I might do red on my lips because today we have a great red going. So I might do red, but typically that's my favorite combo. The red clay, which I believe is also an eyeliner. Just use eyeliners on your lips. They're waterproof, they're 24 hours. They really should be like just liners, but take my advice. This is such a good combo together. It will be there all day. Okay, here we go. This is Eye Edge Liquid Liner Pen, which Veda kept the top off of mine and it dried out. So I'm gonna show you. Like, seriously, such a good liner. We're gonna do this on my eyes today. I think a very classic, beautiful look is a wing liner and a red lip. So that's what I'm feeling. If your eyelids have a little bit of wrinkles, do this and tap them off. Yes, that's great advice. Never compare. Always be you and the best will all come. And that is so true. Like, comparison is such a thief of joy. And I don't want to be that way. It's just kind of how I've been feeling. And I also know that what everyone sees, like what I see of other people, all of it is such a small glimpse into like a full picture. So like, it's just a small little snippet. Look at that wing. This is so good. This is the Eye Edge Liquid Eyeliner Pen, and this is in the Onyx shade, which is black. A couple of nights of uninterrupted sleep would help. It really would. That's no doubt. Between traveling and then she isn't sleeping and wanting to sleep and we aren't getting rest, that for sure will help me. Even if I could take a nap one day, that would be amazing. If you feel sad, eat a snack, take a nap. Oh, I can already tell you I did bad. Redo. Start fresh. If you know it's just not where it was supposed to be, just start over. This is really where the real skill comes in. Like, can you make it look like the same? Is Lange and Ophir, do they have the same owners? Yes, they are from the same like parent company. So if you love Lange created the brand Ophir, and they are both the same owners. So if you get packages in and it says like Lange, but it's Ophir inside, like, you'll know why. Okay, I'm feeling like it's good. I do have my health, yes. And like, that's why I feel guilty complaining. Like, I feel like I'm so grateful, and I'm so blessed, and I'm so all of it. Like, I don't want to complain that I'm having a hard day, because I feel like I shouldn't. It's such a weird feeling that I almost feel like I shouldn't have her, like, shouldn't be able to have, like, shouldn't complain. Or so, like, I should just be, and I am so grateful. So it's such a, like, conflicting feeling to be like, why do I feel this way? Because I do feel so grateful, and I do feel so blessed. Like, why am I having days where I feel like this? It's probably sleep. Sleep snacks. I don't know. But just a reminder, we all have days like this sometimes. Nailed it. I just want them to kind of match. Again, you're gonna have mascara on. So I would say if you get to like 80% twinning, like sisters, really close sisters, you're winning, because they don't have to be perfect. Okay, continuing. Velvet Bond in the shade Toffee. So the foundation is not waterproof, but if you sweat a lot, I would recommend a primer and a setting spray. So, and a setting powder. Both of those are gonna really help you out. Okay, this is the shade Toffee. This is my first time getting this color. What a good neutral. Have you been seeing these like really cute trends where it's like leggings and maybe like a white t-shirt, blazer, high socks, shoes, little ball cap, big bag, like just this clean girl aesthetic. I don't have any blazers because it's hot here, but right now it's actually not too hot. And I'm on the hunt for like a good blazer. I had some cute blazers in Tennessee, but I didn't bring them with me, and I wish I had. So, but I'm like, oh, we are going on like an anniversary / it was our Christmas thing, and then we had a bunch of travel points, and Adam's mom is coming down to watch the kids, and just Adam and I are going on a trip, and so I want to kind of dress like that for our trip, because I can only take a backpack. So I'm like, what could I mix and match? Okay, this is the shade Whatever, and it's a really great creamy lipstick, and it's so beautiful on. And it also looks really good if you use the shade Red Clay as your liner. It looks so beautiful. Our trip was amazing. And the only thing I would say is like, we should have maybe made it a little longer so that we had some recovery time. It was like 18-hour travel days, then ski all week, then 18-hour travel day, and really I'm just exhausted. But it was an amazing trip. Like, we swapped out who watched the baby, so everybody got time to ski, and it was a I couldn't have asked for it to go probably any better other than Christian losing his phone, but we found it, and you know, like, so even that's a miracle. It was amazing. It was so good. So we did not sell our house in Tennessee, but it has renters in it. So it's being rented out. So we don't like, I have some friends that live here that they have a home back in like wherever, you know, and they'll go for the summer and live there. But we have renters in ours. So basically it's kind of like a rental property, you know. Okay, this is the shade Ultraviolet, but we did get a house down here. So we're not planning to move back to Tennessee, so makes sense. We either need to sell it or we have to have renters. You can't just have houses sitting out there, you know, it's expensive. So ultraviolet, this is a purple, and this even looks good if you've ever done a purple on your edges and then red on the inside, which is a really great ombre look. It's beautiful. So we might try that today. You would love to see how I keep my makeup and skincare organized. The struggle is real. I'll show you, but you're not going to be impressed. But I will show you. There you have it. There you have it. This is my system. I need a better system. Whoever's organized, you come teach me. I'll teach you how to do a wing liner, but you teach me how to be organized. Okay, this is the shade Chili, and this is that Velvet Bond matte lipstick, and this color is, I've never used this. Here we go. Everything is 40% off with the code GIFT. That code will be expiring, so enjoy it while you can. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. I do overline a little. I like it that way. It's actually one of my favorite reasons for wearing a lipstick or any sort of lip liner. So this is gonna dry, and it will stay on all day. What a great color. Oh, I love this. Okay, so this is good. I'm not gonna put this on it, just because I'm loving what it's giving right now, that I'm not. When you find something you love, just keep it simple. Okay, continuing on. I'm gonna have to hurry because we have an appointment and in San Juan, and I forgot. Okay, this is the shade Coral, which is like an orangier red. This shade Chili, everyone needs this for like Valentine's, Christmas, a good red lip. Like every woman should have a good red lip. And this one, it reminds you of the bottom of a Christian Louis Vuitton shoe. Like, it is stunning. I just want to like look at it. It's so good. Okay. That came off a little, but it might still be wet. But okay, primer. Got another dewy one because I love the dewy. Okay, smudge proof mascara. Let's finish this look off. I have a couple other things that I got in. I can show you like this. Somewhere along the moves, I lost this, and I love this palette. And this is the High Desert palette. Use this often. It's beautiful. And then this is also the shade Apricot, which is one of my favorite blushes. You could also use this shade Apricot as an ombre, like to make it look like a sunset. So you can kind of start up high with the lighter color, and then it goes down into that current, and it's just really pretty. Like I just walked past my window, he's painting, and it startled me. I'm sure he's like, what is that girl in there doing? Okay, I need to find a brow liner, but we have a couple other things that I ordered. This was the shade Pink Smoothie for If you can't keep any lipstick on, get these, because their liners are 24 hours, their lip stuff, I could eat soup and this isn't going anywhere. The only thing I'll say is if you add a lip gloss to it or you add a chapstick, it changes it, and then it's not gonna last quite as long and you could move it around. Okay, this is Pink Smoothie. Okay, and then this one is Cloud, I think Cloud something, I don't know. Cloudless, I knew. You are fair blonde, what red would you choose? If you want a more orangey coral red, I would choose the coral color. If you want more of a red, like, I love this, and I feel like I'm very fair right now. I think this is a red that anyone could wear, like from any shade. The shade Chili. Okay, there's Cloudless. Again, all of these are like smudge proof. Give Cloudless a minute, but after 1 minute, they dry and they're where they are. So if your eyes water, anything like that, their liners are amazing, and they're 40% off with the code GIFT. Okay, last little thing, and then we're doing mascara. This is the shade Orange Caves. It's a palette, and this is, so pretty. Has all these like orangey, peachy colors to it. Absolutely stunning. And then here's the difference between Orange Caves and High Desert. So High Desert has more of, this one is High Desert, and it has brown, bronze, pink, and champagne. And then this one is like a bronzy shade that's shimmer, and all of these are shimmer except for this one. So kind of very complementary, but they're different. So if you like more of the oranges, more sunset look, this, and if you like more of just your neutrals, do the High Desert. Okay, let's do this. Ooh. This is Comfortable Smudge Proof Mascara. They have waterproof and they have like non-waterproof. This is the non-waterproof. This is where our whole look is gonna come together. I do wish I knew where my brow liner was, but I don't. I do have this, which I have brow wax. We'll fluff them up. If I get them too crazy, Adam says they look like werewolf eyebrows. So I'm not trying to go for that look. I just want them like shaped. Yes, your favorite is the perennial palette you wear all the time. I have that. I didn't order a refill because I just have it, and I've had it for over a year. And honestly, I use it a lot, and it's still just like, I'll show it to you. It's still really full. This is the perennial palette. I also have their June palette. These big palettes are also 40% off. But this is a palette, if you are looking for one palette that's good for like neutrals, it's good for warm tones, and it has cool tones, and they mix and match. This is such a good palette. So the link is in the description of this video, and the code is GIFT. All right, here we go. Start at the bottom, wiggle up. Are we going to the doctor to see about having a baby? At some point, yeah, later in the month we are. Not today. Today we have something different to go do that's like work related, but we have been wanting to have another baby, and I have high-risk pregnancies, and so we would have to find a high-risk doctor that would take you on. They would take you on before you got pregnant, so that when I got pregnant, I have to take like shots every day and different things. And so I would need to find somebody here that could monitor like me pretty closely And so we have that appointment coming up on the 24th. So, and that will kind of depending on how that appointment goes, or if they recommend us to somebody else, then we'll at least know like, hey, what does it look like for us? Does it even look like maybe a possibility or not? We did go to another doctor here with the intentions of like, hey, we're planning to start having a baby. And the guy was like, yeah, you need to see someone else, basically. So San Juan is about 20 miles from where I live, but depending on the time of day, like a Sunday morning, it would take me maybe 25-30 minutes. 4 o'clock on a Tuesday, maybe 2.5 hours. The traffic is crazy, depending on the time of day or where you're going. A lot of people commuting. Ooh, you're ordering chili. Can I advise a good neutral shade for a lip? I would totally get the red clay and the shade whatever as your neutral. And then this is so good. I have no idea how we would handle a baby and running our business. I literally, part of me is like, I feel like I'm like tossed in the ocean, like with all these kids and like trying to swim. And then the other part's like, I know the big kids are gonna get big, and like Adam really would love another baby, and like he's like, I can't imagine, like this is the only time I get to experience this, like because Beta was his first like baby, you know. And then also thinking like Veda asks for a real baby every day. Like, I'm not kidding. Like she asks like, for my birthday, can I have a real baby? Like she asks for a real baby every day. Like when we see a real baby out in town, she's like, I want a real baby so bad. I'll like kiss its feet and I'll give it a passy. And I think she'd be such a good big sister. And I also think that like she would have someone like Lexi and Lola have the sweetest relationship of like having a best friend, like a built-in best friend. They're just best friends. Like they hugged so long. Like you would have yesterday after school, because they'd not seen each other for the day, and they're just the best of friends. And I like want that for her too, if it's possible. I feel like I won't regret if we have another one, but I could possibly regret if we don't. I would be sad. So I don't know. But it really will depend. Like if it's health-wise, hey, like don't do this. And we will be like, it's just, we're done, you know? Like, that's it. So if you want a link for the lipstick, drop the word me below. It'll be a link to Ophir with my link on it. It's also in the description of this video. If you need like jewelry links or TrimFit, if you're looking to like lose some extra weight and need some extra energy, like that kind of thing, you can drop the word me and I'll send you TrimFit details and my code so you get a discount. Would I consider surrogacy? I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel like we probably would consider adoption before surrogacy. Just, and we might even, this sounds also crazy, we looked into like fostering and adopting too. And even if we had another one, we probably still would at some point do that. I don't know. Call me crazy. And like if I look at all the things ever in my life, like my greatest joys, my greatest treasures, my things that I'm like the most proud of, the things that are like it would be my kids. And so when I'm thinking about like it is hard, but I'm like I just absolutely love them. And I don't know, that's where we are on the baby boat. And we have a lot of people message like, when do you have another one? And I'm like, I wish it was that easy. But that's okay. You fostered and adopted both of your babies, the best thing you've ever done. See? We had looked into being like an emergency fostering home for the first 72 hours of displacement, and when we were in the States. And here, I haven't looked into it yet of anything. Like we just now like are not quite settled. Like I feel like before I tried doing that, but I feel like we have a lot of love to give, and that during crisis, if we could give a safe environment for until they're matched with their family or what's going on, that I do think that we could possibly be a really good fit for that. And I don't know, but there's definitely a need there in the community, and in a lot of communities for fostering. But I also am not naive that it's like hard work. And so that's also why we haven't quite done it yet. So, and kind of hard to get like set up. At the time we were dealing with a lot of things with my oldest and like his mental health, and it just wasn't like a good time. I don't know if he had someone come in crying and upset, like how he could have handled it. Whereas now he's like at a place where, you know, he would be fine. So I have PCOS too. So it makes it a bit harder. It took you 6 years, but you have an amazing boy now. How exciting. Congratulations. So that's the other part. Like if we get the okay from a doctor, like if it will happen, you know, I don't know. It's enough fertility information. But a lot of people go through a lot of this all the time, and especially since I get asked so much about like if we are or not, I'm like, we'll just share this is where we are. How did Adam and I meet? He was my neighbor. I went through a divorce and I moved to be closer to my granddad, and he was right across the street from me. So I was like the girl next door, and we just started hanging out as friends, like friendly neighbor. I'm so bad at social cues. Had no idea if he had like, I had not dated, like I dated some, but not like good dating. And I was like, I don't know, he's just such a friendly neighbor. I don't know if he likes me or not. And then eventually we started dating, and it's been great. Yes, I have if you drop the word me below, I'll send you a link for this cherry shirt, or you can go to CourtneySwan.com and you can click my pink lily link, and there's a discount code there as well. Oh, Susan, I'm so sorry. You used to have beautiful eyelashes, but not at 67, so sad. Cheryl, try a lash serum. If you haven't tried one, it will do numbers on your lashes growing. If you go to CourtneySwan.com, I have a link for my favorite lash serum. You'll be able to tell a difference within a couple weeks at all ages. So even people who have gone through chemo and things that don't have lashes at all anymore, it's helped with regrowth. So this is just a bottle of water, It's called, the brand is Boss, but it's just like, not like Dasani. It's just like a brand. It's just, but it's a huge bottle, and I think they're like $1.49 so I get them because, and I like the way the cap screws on. Okay, I'll show you a full outfit and I gotta go. Here we go. I shrunk my pants, so I'm just gonna wear short pants. It is a little chillier here. It's like in the high 70s, so you can get away with, like, if you have air going in your car and you're not going to be outside a ton, wearing outfits like this, which I think are so cute. But I heard recently that it's going to get hot again soon, so enjoy it. Like the end of February, it will be hot again. So welcome to life in the Caribbean, where I'm pretending it is cold, even though it's not quite cold, but you can enjoy it. But yeah, here's the little fit. Anyways, hope you guys had fun getting ready today. I had fun, and maybe you got to like see some new shades that you've wanted to see. I'll show you how smudge proof all of Ophira's products are. They are all day wear. If you struggle with sweating, if you struggle with watery eyes, eating, things moving, transferring, their products are amazing, long lasting, and everything is 40% off. So if you do struggle with the sweating part, take your setting spray, mist it on, and just watch your step. I could dunk my face under a like sink of water and pull it up and my makeup isn't moving. Like, it is so wonderful. Use the code GIFT and the link in the description of this video and you will save 40% while that is still going on. So, and then we'll get ready with you guys again tomorrow, and I have a hair live tomorrow, so join me same time, and hope you have the best day ever. Bye guys.